as soon as the museum was founded, they started to dream about what it could be next. And so we reached this point in 2017, 2018, where the board said, yes, we're going to do this. What comes next? There was a call for proposals, and AJ's team, Luci Creative out of Chicago, was by and large, the winning candidate for that. They were really responsive in how we wanted to tell the stories about our collection, and the conversations that we had with her and her team helped us to learn more about our collection, frankly, and to understand the way that we could have different stories come out and different intersectionality come through in how we interpreted our collections here.
So we were really able to think about how do we take these amazing objects and think about ways to present them that would be relevant and connective with people who weren't experts in musical instruments or in musical history or theory. And so finding ways to group the instruments and the objects and the stories that they tell into different themes allow multiple access and entry points into the visitor experience here that you'll see as you go through, whether it's listening, it's auditory, or it's hands-on. Actually in here in the gamelan room, you can actually play musical instruments yourself and hear different sounds, or even down to understanding how they're made, be able to actually tactily touch them and understand the process of going through of the build portion of it.
Even on our team, our small staff that was working on this project, we all learn in different ways. And so we wanted to have things that people could touch and hear and see so that we could meet our visitors where they are. And to that point, the way that the labels are written, that the words that you'll see in the museum, it's entirely different than our institution has ever communicated about our collections before. They're colloquial and comfortable and familiar language that the idea is that it can be accessible to anybody who comes in regardless of their background with music.
Yeah.
Before, all we had was this building, okay? But we know we needed to add office space, classroom space. We know we didn't want people in the basement in the offices, so we built the offices, added that new wing, which gave more space, and that was the first gallery to open, which is an interchangeable gallery, which we can move exhibits in and out. In this building now, what you see, it used to be just cases and just brief descriptors. I mean, you could come in, and if you were interested in violins, you could see some of the rarest violins in the world with little descriptors. Now, what we've created is an interactive opportunity for kids. They can push buttons and play instruments and do things. For folks that want to dig a little deeper, they can look at all the instruments and read the placards. And if you're really a scholar, all the information here, it's an experience now. Whereas before it was pretty much a scholarly event to come to the museum. And if you came once, you saw pretty much everything. And now you're going to have to come back a number of times to really be able to interact with everything that we have in the museum. It's a much more interactive experience. It kind of takes you through music and how it relates to our lives and how it related to what happened in the world and how it worked with different folks around the world and how it works with us in our everyday lives. So it's really a great experience.
I hope that they see themselves here. They see their experience reflected in the galleries, and also that they see the commonality of music, musical instruments, expression among people around the world, place and time. That message is so clear to me. I'm biased when I walk through here, but that's what I want people to walk away with.
And the cultural connections that you might not have normally understood or saw before. So we were very thoughtful about organizing the stories so that you could see and find that inclusivity and that relevance no matter what entry point you were coming from. So yeah, I think I agree with Michael, making sure that visitors feel like this is a place for them and they see themselves here, but also walking away saying, I had no idea and I want to learn more and I want to come back and see what's next. Because you'll see, this is very vast. It's there's a lot of entry points and you could spend a lot of time here now.
It's so excited. It's just been a labor of love for so many people and so many dedicated people. We're so excited to be able to open it up to the public. They've been waiting, so we're ready to show it now to the world. So.
All right, here we go. Looking here. Smile. All right, on 3 you can cut. 1, 2, 3.